Hello, beautiful beings. I hope you're well. I hope you're doing fantastic. And I hope you're vibing well with yourself. Don't know why I said that actually. So, yesterday I put up a post on my status, and yesterday was the 5th of March. That was Ash Wednesday, I think. So, the thing with the status says, so Venus is in retrograde for the next 40 days and 40 nights since Saturday, 1st of March. As the planet of love, money, and beauty, does this mean we must pull up the handbrake on Umjolo? Umjolo is dating. It's the word dating, but Umjolo in South Africa it's like an all-encompassing word. I can't even explain it. It's like um, that relationship that gives you problems most of the time. It's like that's like when you think of Umjolo, you think of that. So dating doesn't quite do it. Umjolo is what gives you stress. That relationship that gives you stress, and you ask yourself, why did I go there in the first place? Anyway, so part of it then said another thing. Since it's Ash Wednesday, this was yesterday, 5th of March. Guys, wouldn't it be best to give up Umjolo for Lent? That makes sense, right? And the whole idea was that um, Venus is in retrograde. I don't know what that means, but even if you start a relationship right now, for the next 40 days, instead of giving up something that will stress you out, can you just do something for yourself? And then I started figuring out and I started wondering, what do people give up for Lent? You know, you'll find most of the time we'll give up alcohol, they'll give up going out, they'll give a lot of things, but they'll give up, and I was having a conversation with Boo the other day, and I'm like, it's a lot of people are giving up, like why are they giving up? Why don't they give in? Like why don't they give in to themselves? Because I can easily give up alcohol for like 6 weeks and move on with my life, But I believe, and this is not a Christian thing. I'm just saying, like, wouldn't it be better to give yourself self-love, where you commit to yourself, because we have a tendency, and a lot of people when I hear them talk about Lent, is they talk about give up and make a sacrifice. Why don't we just change that whole thing and change that whole perspective, and stop making sacrifices? Because it gives a very lack mentality. It gives a very sorry, ouch, actually. It gives a very um what can I say, a heartbreak thing, like it gives me very, is it a Three of Swords? Yeah, if you know Three of Swords, the old version where there's the heart with three swords, and then there's, the plaster, like the wound thingy that around the heart, like very, Hadida, now you know where I am, now you know where I'm based. Thank you for the confirmation, whatever that was. We like making up confirmations. Anyway, it would, um, it gives me that energy, So wouldn't it be best then to give into yourself? So I thought about this. Wouldn't it be best to give yourself, instead of fasting and abstaining? There's a lot of don't do, but do we get a do this? Do we get an alternative that says, you know what? Instead of, let's say, someone will say, I'll stop drinking. And I'm like, what do you do in that time? Do you actually pray? Some people are like, no, I don't pray. I just stop drinking. It's like, okay, what do you do for yourself? You've given up alcohol that come day 42, you'll be binge drinking, you'll be binge drinking. So do you journal during that period? Do you sit down and go, and not about Jesus, about the or Christianity or anything like that, but about the love that you have for yourself, all those teachings maybe. But do you journal? Do you journal and have prompts and ask yourself, questions about, for example, what do I want to improve in the next um 40 days, or do you just give up alcohol? Like, what do I want to improve? What do I want to manifest? What do I want to grow about myself? What do I want to achieve in the next 40 days with me doing what I need to do? Jesus did not die in vain. He did not die so that just stop drinking. He died so that you then enlighten yourself, so that you get to the point of Christ consciousness, so that you also have the access to God, the universe, the source, whatever you want to call it, So with the sacrifice that was made, the sacrifice was made so that you don't have to sacrifice, but grow yourself, I believe. I don't believe, but I just, got that message, and now I'm like, yeah, you must grow yourself. So spend that time journaling, spend that time doing some thinking, spend that time feeling, spend that time listening to your intuition, spend that time, that 40 days, it takes 21 days to stop a habit. Maybe it is an actually habit stopping thing. Listening to subliminals that are like, oh, that I was speaking fast there. Listen to subliminals, for example, that say, I love you, I love myself, I am worthy of love, I am worthy of a lot of things, you know. So instead of just giving up alcohol and giving up sex and giving up all these things, is when you start on the day, what am I trying to achieve? So I don't do Lent, but I can do some 40-day challenge perhaps that I can do to say, okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to every day for the next 40 days, I am going to mindfully be mindful about certain things that I do. Like a simple thing when I eat, I just eat and then I watch TV and then I do like 10 million things. Now, what if I say for the next 40 days when I'm eating, I'm just going to eat and sit and meditate through eating? That's what I'm going to do for myself and enjoy what goes inside my temple. So something as it might seem small, but at that moment you're learning to be in the moment. You're learning to be in the moment and enjoying not only the food, but enjoy the moment and the experience you're getting. So it really got me thinking. It really got me thinking that maybe we need to literally stop sacrificing a lot, but give, especially give to ourselves and growth for ourselves. We came here for our souls expansion, our souls to grow. So part of what we need to do is we need our souls to grow, and that's when you can journal, you can meditate, you can go for a jog, you can do yoga, you can run, you can do anything free. You can just go hug a tree, and every day you hug a different tree for 5 seconds. You know what? If you hug yourself for 8 seconds or longer, or if someone hugs for 8 seconds or longer, that's good for you. It increases your oxytocin and gives you feel good energies. Go hug a tree for 8 minutes. I mean, oh, sorry, that's too long. 8 seconds, 20 seconds. Do that for yourself. Or you commit to a simple act like that. Give yourself a hug for the next 40 days for a minimum of, let's say, 12 seconds. Yeah, that was random. 12 was random. Give yourself a hug. Let's do that. Give yourself a hug for 12 seconds for the next 40 days and see how that becomes and increases your oxytocin and increases your vibrations. Do affirmations. Every day, do an affirmation. I don't believe in every day doing a different affirmation, by the way, because if I have to believe in something, the whole 21-day habit. So do an affirmation for the next 21 days. So maybe that's what Spirit is saying today. Do an affirmation for yourself. Do something for yourself. So stop. It's time now we stop sacrificing because we're always doing something for somebody else. It's time to sit, introspect, you know, and do the things that bring you closer to your higher self, bring you closer to source. Things that bring you love, things that bring you joy. Even if it's drinking that cup of tea, just do it for yourself. Okay? And I know here I've just been saying do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. But I think the whole point is for the next 40 days, do something that will bring you joy and will give you personal growth. That will give you some form of awareness about yourself. Okay, so that's my plea to you is that be mindful about, dare I say, your Lent, not sacrifices, giving up what you need to give up for Lent. Be mindful and be really committed to what you need to give up. And sometimes, I'm a Christian, but I'm not quite Christian, so I don't preach. A very critical Christian, I think. Ask us in the Bible. Look at it objectively, you know. Um, yeah, I forgot the word I was looking for. Have an opinion, I guess. But now I guess that was what I wanted to say. Let's just be mindful, guys, and let's make this Lent be different to all the other Lents. It's not just about giving alcohol or sex or fish or meat. Instead of saying I'm giving up meat, say I'm gonna mindfully eat my food, meditate while I'm eating my food. Even if the meat is there, say thank you for giving your soul so that I nourish myself. Because that teaches gratitude also at the same time. Or even have a gratitude journal. Actually, I am developing a gratitude journal, a 52-week gratitude journal. Take that 52 weeks, make it 52 days. 52 days, yeah, and then you've got a gratitude journal. Use the journal. So, yeah, I think now I'm just repeating myself. And as I said, I thought somebody said just do affirmations, So I'm thinking, let me start this with an affirmation, and this is going to be my affirmation for the month or for the next 40 days, which I think is 39 now. It is, oh my goodness, I give unconditional love. I give unconditional love. And I was thinking I give these for free. They're actually on my website. Whenever my website feels like working, because sometimes it doesn't work, but hopefully by the time I post this, it is working. So you can find all the cards that I use, my cards that I designed. And this one, I think it's being intentional. No, this is not being intentional. I forgot. So I forget the names. Mm. It says I give unconditional love. So I'm gonna spend the next 40 days, being in that state of giving unconditional love, not just to people and other people, to myself. I think that's like the beauty about this. It says I give unconditional love. You can end it with to myself. You can end it with to everything and everyone, to the tree, to the birds. So yeah, so thank you for being with me, and we'll chat the next time. Always be, oh, be beautiful, be you. Always, always take care.